Hey, it's me, Kyle, from the Books and Boards YouTube channel. I sell used board games and board game pieces on eBay with my wife and my dad. Today is Thursday, which is typically a sourcing day for me, so I'm out sourcing. This is day 2 of sourcing without having to look anything up on Amazon. As I've mentioned in a couple of videos, Amazon is no longer allowing you to sell collectible board games on their platform, and it's a bit of a blow to us. It's about a third of our revenue right now, a third of our profit, third of our games. So yeah, it's a kind of a big chunk of our business. So we're having to kind of shift our mentality a little bit and see what else we can do on eBay, as well as see what other things we can do on top of eBay. But yeah, so this is day 2. I'm outsourcing. I'm definitely buying fewer games because I don't have another outlet for them. But I think it's actually helping me make better decisions. I kind of tend to stock up on games more than I need to, and I'm hoping this kind of keeps that in check a little bit. I've just finished one store, and I ended up getting 7 games. Normally I get like 15 games here, so I'm about half of what I usually get. But I know they're games that we either don't have listed, or we only have 1 or 2 in backstock. So I think this will be good in the long run. I'm hoping to get about 50 to 60 games today. I've got at least 5, maybe 6 stores to go to. I'd like to get up to 60. Yeah, so like I said, this one I had 7, so I've got 53 more games I've got to get before the end of the day. So we'll see. I'll show you a quick picture here of what I got. Right there. Nothing too crazy. There's a Michael Graves Moncala in there. He did a whole line of games for Target many years ago. Some of them sell for decent money, some of them don't. He did like plastic ones and then wooden ones. The wooden ones, like a wooden Monopoly and a wooden Yahtzee and things like that, those tend to go for a little bit more. The plastic ones aren't as good, but they do sell. I'm guessing people collect them, I'm not sure. I've never seen this Moncala one before. And what else? The Sorry 1972 edition, that sells pretty well for us. And I think there's a Life 2002, again, pretty standard sale for us. The Hullabaloo, that's a good one to pick up. People pay good money for that, as long as it's working. And what else the chess set. I never pass on a chess set when it's reasonably priced. This one was like $5 or $6, so that's kind of a no-brainer, especially if it's heavy, if it has most of the pieces in it. So yeah, so I'm on my way to my next store. I will check in and show you what I got at the next store. All right, I decided to stop at a much smaller thrift store that was just down from the first one I was at. And again, if Amazon were still a thing, I'd probably would have bought about 6 or 7 games from the store. I ended up only getting 2 games and 1 kind of toy figure thing. I'll show you a picture. That Amazed game we sell on a regular basis. It sells for pretty good. And then that figure, obviously I've never sold that before. It was missing a few things, but it had the weapon. So I figure we can at least make some money off of that. Those are the kinds of things that I'm trying to seek out a little bit more, now that Amazon is not a part of our business, and we've got to make up for that on eBay right now. So not the greatest haul. I will see if the next store is more fruitful. All right, I did much better at this store. I'll show you what I got here in a second. I ended up with 17 games, a couple Thomas the Train pieces, and then a Roblox set. So yeah, I'm feeling better as I go out sourcing and keep finding things that I can sell on eBay and not worrying about Amazon. Yeah. So these are the games. And everything was pretty reasonably priced. Here's the rule box. And Thomas trains. This is from the Thomas Trackmaster. Train itself, people are selling it for $10 to $15. And then it had a couple of the wooden trains as well, which go for about $5. So not bad. Good stop. All right, a quick check-in here. I've been to 3 stores so far. As I mentioned, I'm trying to get to 60 games. So far, I have purchased, let's see, 19, 7, 3. So I'm at 29 total, but so far 3 of those are not games. So that brings the total down to 26. I'm at 26 games so far. Is that the right math? 19, 7, 3. Yes, 29. And 3 non-games so far. So yeah, 26 games. Trying to get to 60. And I think I can do it. I've got 1, 2, 3, at least 3 more stores to go. There's a couple more I can go to if I do not quite get to 60 by that point. So we'll see. On to the next store. Just a few things here. Fortunately, they were decent ones. Prices were a little higher than they've usually been here. So they had a lot more that I would have grabbed. A lot more I would have grabbed if I was still doing Amazon. Got another Fishing Time. Got a few toys, some vintage Playmobil, and then some horses. But that's it. Not much. All right, the total items I found there was 7, so that brings my overall total to 36 units. 2 of those were toys, as you saw, and so that brings, let's see, my total toys are 5 units. So what did I say? 36 minus 5, so I'm at 31 games right now. Halfway. I've got 2 more planned stores, and then if I can't get to 60 games after those 2 stores, I'm gonna have to go to a couple thrift stores by my house, which my dad was just there on Tuesday at those local ones. So hopefully they'll have some if I can't find enough at these next 2 stores. On to the next. All right, I just wrapped up my 5th store and didn't find much. It's important to note that I was here last Thursday, and I've noticed that when I come to these stores every week, they tend not to have as much. So maybe I'll have to modify my routes a little bit from week to week. But I only found 7 total items. Yeah, 7 total items. No, that's not right. Sorry, I found 11 total items. 7 of those were like little toy bags. I'll show a picture. There's a bunch of vintage Little Tykes toys, which should hit the metrics that we need. But only 4 games out of that, so that brings our total up to 47. Nope. Yeah, 47 total units, and 35 of those are games. So got a ways to go. Looking for I got 1 more for sure stop. I don't think I'll get 25 games, so I might have to hit those other 2 stores, which I wasn't really hoping to do. We'll see. On to store number 6. All right, I'm about to head into my 6th store, but I had some thoughts on the way over here regarding change, and business, specifically reselling business, at least in my experience over the past 10 plus years. One of the struggles with changing your reselling business, especially when it's not something you planned on or you put in place, it was something that was kind of put on you. You kind of feel like you're starting over. And that's exactly how I feel. I know I'm buying a lot of these toys. I know I've talked about doing toys and expanding into other things. But each one of those things, because they're not what I've been specializing in for the past 5+ years, means that I'm basically starting over. And that is not fun. I mean, it's fun learning. I love learning about these things. I love learning what sells well, what goes for good money. I enjoy that process. But I don't enjoy the fact that I'm not where I'm at with games, because I feel like I'm not going to say I'm an expert on games, but I know them very well. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm looking for. I know what the process is for us. It's pretty automatic at this point. I very rarely come across a game I haven't seen before. But when it comes to these other things now, it's like I can't get them done quickly. I don't really have a firm process set up. I don't have the system down for these other things. So I feel like we lost a third of our business, and I'm trying to get a third back, but I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not capable of getting that third back right away. And it's very hard for me. It's very humbling, and hopefully I can get all this stuff figured out soon, because fourth quarter's right around the corner, and frankly, we need to get that third of our money back. We need to get back to where we were before this Amazon news came out. So yeah, so hopefully, like I said, I got to get 25 more games between my last two stores. I'm hoping that I am successful, because I have a lot of listing that I got to do tonight, and I can't spend my entire day thrifting, which is what it's turning out to be. So, all right, let's go see what I can find. All right, store 6 is done. My total right now is I've got 54 units. 12 of those are toys, so I'm at 42 games. And I'm trying to get to 60. This was going to be the last store that I was going to go to, but obviously I'm not at my 60 games. So I'm gonna have to hit probably 2 more to get to that 60 before my day is over. So I guess it is what it is. I'm still hoping that this change is for the better. We'll see. A lot of work needs to be done for it to amount to replacing that revenue. All right, stop number 7 was okay. I found 8 items. 1 was a toy, 7 games. So that brings my total. My overall total is 62. And with 13 games that I've picked up today, that brings the board game total down to 49. So 49 total games. I'm going to go to 1 more if I can get 11. then that'll be my 60 board games for the day, which is what I'm shooting for. So fingers crossed. Hopefully I can get those 11. Here I go. All right, this is my last stop. I really hope I get 11 games so that I can hit my 60 for the day. Wish me luck. Well, I did not get to my 60. I ended up with 5 games and one toy bag. So I ended up with a total of 68 total units, and 54 of those were games. So I'm 6 short. I have a feeling getting to my listing goal is going to be a little more difficult these days without that other platform. So I gotta pick up the slack somewhere. Hopefully it's with these toys. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it for today. I'm on my way home. I got to get my listings done for the day, and then I got, kids to run around and whatnot. So yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe. Go check out our Facebook page, Books and Boards. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment. No one's leaving comments. No one's watching the videos. Please watch the video and leave a comment. No, I know it'll come. I just got to keep doing it. So, thanks for watching. Bye. All right, so total units there I found.
Has no ground combat forces capable of repelling a zombie assault.